We got this crazy uphill right now. Been going for like 20 minutes. I'm dying, man. But it looks like we're almost at the top. Now they say it plateaus and then it's downhill, So we just exited the Grand Teton National Park. We're on Rockefeller Memorial Highway coming up towards Yellowstone right now. As you can see, it looks like a forest fire ripped through here. Finally got to that downhill. I literally just hit 40 miles an hour. So my eyes are like tearing up. Some crazy views again. And I think we're about, I don't know, probably 10 miles from the end of the bike ride. So we get lunch after that and then some kayaking. And after a full morning of biking, we finally made it into Yellowstone National Park. After a big lunch and a bit of relaxing, we took the van the rest of the way to Yellowstone Lake for a scenic kayak along the shore. We got to see some incredible views of the surrounding snow-capped mountains. We also saw some hydrothermal vents right next to the lake. And after a peaceful afternoon of kayaking, we arrived at the historic Lake Yellowstone Hotel where we'd be spending the evening and having dinner. Alright guys, so it's now the next day. We just ate breakfast. Today we are in Yellowstone at the Yellowstone Lodge and we're going to be going on a hike today. After a beautiful drive through the valleys of Yellowstone and our first bison sightings, we arrived at the trailhead. After a few miles, this trail would be bringing us to the iconic Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone.
You can see the water crashing down there.
The forest soon turned to a barren wasteland that made us feel like we were on another planet. Forbidden hot tub. There were mud pots and steam vents everywhere, and the air smelled strongly of rotten eggs. After a few more miles, we arrived at the canyon. The views were incredible. We hiked up the ridgeline along the canyon until we discovered a massive waterfall. The trail led through the woods right up to the waterfall. We were even able to cross the river to get a view of the canyon from the very top of the waterfall itself. This side of the canyon had a trail as well, leading to where we came from, but on the opposite side. We followed it. A mile or so down trail, we came across a second waterfall, with even better views of the canyon we saw before. We got back in the van and headed north. After a quick stop for ice cream, we arrived in the heart of Yellowstone and our hotel for the night, the iconic Old Faithful Inn. This hotel is considered the largest log structure in the world and looked like some sort of medieval fortress. After dropping off our bags in our rooms, we came outside at the perfect time to see the world-famous Old Faithful geyser erupting. Wild bison roamed around the hotel, not even 15 feet from the parking lots. Surrounding the hotel was a network of boardwalks through the woods and fields of geysers and pools. We followed the boardwalk as far as it went. Look at what happened to these trees from growing too close to the steam. I couldn't get over how cool the lodge looked. The inside was awesome as well. As the sun began to set, we had cocktails on the upper deck and got to see Old Faithful erupt one more time before we had dinner and called it a night.